My name's Kim Ostramara. My business, I'm a silver and goldsmith, and I've always kept my little maiden name, which was Ost, because I signed every art project I ever did from the time I was little as Ost. I graduated from Kutztown University with a BFA in advertising. It was communications design was the actual name of the degree. Did as much jewelry, sculpture, and metalsmithing as I could do because I just loved it. For 27 years, I've had a jewelry business. I always go by my oldest son. He's 28, and I did my first show when he was 1. Because I'm a designer craftsman, I do everything from the inception, the creative angle of it, doing my little scrawlings, and then I go into pattern making. I manufacture. In the manufacturing portion of what I do, I use all kinds of tools. Pliers, stuff you're used to seeing, but I also use some big equipment, an acetylene torch, I use polishers, I use grinders. The tool part is really fascinating. I also work with kilns because I do a line of hand-sculpted porcelain pieces. The creativity part of what I do in my life and my business is what I love the best. My life and my work is just one joyous mingle. There is no separating any of it. I work out of my house. We put on a 17 by 40 foot addition on my home, and the fact that I could be home with my boys, which is really all I ever set out to do in my whole life. The only thing I really knew I wanted to do was be creative, and I wanted to have children. So I was lucky enough to have these 3 boys. Didn't have to put them in daycare. It's been a dance at times. My husband would take care of them when I would go out and do shows. I'm a juried member of the Pennsylvania Guild of Craftsmen and the Reading Berks Guild of Craftsmen. My last outdoor venue ever was Winter Tour, the DuPont Museum in Delaware, because we had a thunder and lightning storm. And I decided that I was no longer dealing with, as I call it, the mud, the blood, and the beer. So in '95, we put on the Edition. My customers come in and see me. I do open houses there. I will be open every Saturday between now and Christmas. I often tease that if I wanted more money, I would probably go and work somewhere else for less stress, because I have to load the van, I have to do the advertising, I have to do the display work. But with it all, the most important thing for you to realize when you decide you're going to do a career, whatever you're going to do in life, if you need to feed yourself, is like what you do, because you're going to do it a long time. And I believe that we've all been given gifts, and these gifts come from whatever you want to call it, your higher being, your spiritual power, the giver of all good blessings. For me, it's God and Jesus, and I'm so thrilled to have these talents. And I was not only given creativity, but I was given perseverance. Because if I had given up when things got tough, I wouldn't have what I have today and be enjoying what I am doing today. So first of all, show your gifts. Always remember to do that, because when you get a new sweater you like, you don't throw it in the drawer, you show it off. So show your gifts. Show your kindness, show your heart. As women, that is hugely important, because as women run their lives, so goes a lot of other things. Keep your integrity and your honesty with whatever you do, because integrity and honesty, nobody can take them from you. Those you give away and you lose along the way. Don't do it. Keep those things. They're very important. Number 4 on my list of things to talk about is don't be afraid to fail. And I mean, not that you go out to do anything and say, oh, I might fail, but just go with reckless abandon, as long as you listen to the little heart, the little voice which is in all of us. Listen to that little voice. Listen to your instincts, because I would wager they're good ones. And the 5th thing that I always tease about, and I told all 3 of my boys, and they're 3 Eagle Scouts, and the way I got them to finish was, you don't get any points in life for what you start, only what you finish. And sometimes you have to finish maybe differently than you started out, and you may have to reconnoiter and do something different, but in some way you still must finish. And that's an important thing. I talk to the kids about that, especially creative jobs, because people aren't going to buy jewelry that is unfinished. So my mantra is, women don't buy unfinished jewelry when I'm rushing and trying to get, the last bit of my inventory together. If you want to talk to me about a creative career, please do. It's not been easy. I did not set out to have a business. I backed into it. So please come over and talk. I have designs, I have drawings, and things I'd love to share with you. Thanks.